One of the teams that we are going to have to pay a bit more attention to in the following period is definitely Joe Gibbs Racing. They are undergoing some huge changes currently, and it seems like they will take their toll on the team and how it will operate from the next season onward. Apart from the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series team for Joe Gibbs Racing is also undergoing some changes, and it seems like these movements are not going to apply well to JGR. One of the biggest changes that the team has to accommodate is the departure of Kyle Busch. Busch has spent 15 years with the team, winning 2 championships in 2015 and 2019, and rest assured that JGR will be severely hurt by his departure. On top of that, they would have to race against him, with Busch signing a deal with Richard Childress Racing. And if he proves that he has what it takes to win a championship yet again in his career, it would be a massive blow for JGR. The team has been on the receiving end of things for the way they have treated Kyle Busch, and one huge reason for that is the sponsorship behind his name. According to reports, Joe Gibbs, the owner of the team, deliberately didn't want to exceed the contract with Mars Inc. just so that he could get rid of Busch and bring in his grandson as his replacement. Imagine Busch winning a championship in the season behind RCR and slapping a huge statement on JGR's faces. That would be truly a cold shower for the team, right? But apart from this scenario, which is yet to happen, and quite frankly is not very likely to happen in the first place, there are some changes that the team will experience once we hit the 2023 season. For example, we are yet to see how Ty Gibbs would perform in the Cup Series, as he will drive the number 54 Toyota car, which has been renumbered from number 18 during the 2023 season. Ty has a huge reputation as a reckless and notorious driver in the Xfinity Series, and the accident he had with his teammate says a lot about his ways of winning the race. Brandon Jones was on pace to win the penultimate race in the Xfinity Series and enter the championship 4. But for some reason, Ty Gibbs decided to smash into him and kick him out of the race, only to go and win the race for himself. While he was booed, he was comparing himself to Jesus for some strange reason. And it's safe to say that although he won the Xfinity Series, he already made an infamous name for himself in the Cup Series. Ty has some experience in the Cup Series as well, having replaced Kurt Busch in 2311 racing on a couple of occasions, or more precisely, 15 races. But what he doesn't understand is that now he will be part of a much more competitive team, one that doesn't have the time or the patience for his shenanigans. Obviously, he would have to endure massive changes in his character, and his teammates are not going to tolerate stuff like what he did to Brandon Jones in the final stages of the penultimate race. His actions toward Brandon Jones made the driver leave the team and join JR Motorsports for 2023, a team that is heavily rumored to join the Cup Series from 2024 and beyond. This just goes to show what impact has Gibbs made on Jones and his future career, and that is why there are some huge changes coming towards JGR. Joe Gibbs Racing is going to witness some changes in the Xfinity Series lineup as well, as we mentioned earlier in this video, with Sammy Smith replacing Brandon Jones. Sammy competed for the team behind the wheel of the number 18 Toyota, which was also known as the Star Car, in 9 races during the 33-race 2022 season. Now he has received the full-time job and is expected to have a great season behind the number 18 Toyota. Smith's crew chief will be Jeff Meandering, who has been Jones' crew chief. Apart from that, Smith will have a new primary sponsor, which is Pilot Flying J, and the partners will be Allstate, Peterbilt, Renda Group, Sinclair Tractor, and Mobile One. Obviously, an interesting period is ahead of Sammy Smith, who is yet to prove that he has what it takes to be a reliable and proper full-time driver. Smith does have a positive resume behind him, which is why JGR shouldn't be worried about his debut. He won the 2021 and 2022 ARCA Menard Series East Championships with JGR and Kyle Busch Motorsports, respectively. On top of that, he won 6 races and 16 starts during the 20-race 2022 ARCA Menard Series season. Smith also missed 4 races in the ARCA Championship, and if he had competed in these 4 races, he would have received a 50-point bonus, which would have propelled him ahead of the 3 full-time drivers he has finished behind in the championship. As of now, he records a top finish of 3rd place at Watkins Glen International, and in the 6 races he finished, his average finish was 10.83. There is still no word on how many cars JGR will run in 2023 or whether they will continue to run a separate star car for multiple drivers, as was their pattern in the previous seasons. Aside from Smith, 8 drivers competed in at least 1 race behind the wheel of the star car in 2022. And it's likely that there will be at least 1 more full-time driver for 2023, which is why we are yet to witness some changes in JGR. At least this was the narrative that we were led to believe until yesterday. Joe Gibbs Racing has announced the partner for Sammy Smith, and this one is going to drive the star car of Joe Gibbs Racing, and the driver is John Hunter Nemechek. He has been promoted to take the place of Ty Gibbs and will try to bring the glory of proper and clean racing back to JGR in the Xfinity Series. Nemechek, the son of former Cup Series driver Joe, began his NASCAR career in the Truck Series with Nemco Motorsports in 2013 and raced for the team until 2021, when he was signed by Kyle Busch Motorsports. Nemechek Jr. began his Xfinity Series career with Chip Ganassi Racing in 2018, then moved to JMS Racing and then to Sam Hunt Racing on a part-time basis in 2019. In his part-time career for JGR in the Xfinity Series, Nemechek won at Texas Motor Speedway with this team and ran 3 races behind the wheel of the number 18 in 2022, with a best finish of 2nd at Richmond. Obviously, he has a lot of hope behind his back and a lot of backup as well, which means that the team is hoping that he is going to bring a lot of glory and success to the team in the Xfinity Series. Nemechek spoke about the opportunity of driving for JGR in the Xfinity Series, further adding, "I am appreciative of the opportunity to get back to competing full-time in the Xfinity Series. JGR is a group that I know I can win with after getting that win at Texas in 2021. I'm excited to get to work on the 2023 season so we can go out and win some races and compete for a championship." Unlike Sammy Smith, the primary sponsor for Nemechek Jr. will be Mobile One, and it will be backed by his longtime partners Barry's Bullets, Pye Barker Fire and Safety, Romco Equipment, and his grocery store brands throughout the 2023 NXS season. There is a lot for Nemechek Jr. to prove, and this could be the perfect way for him to show that his future is definitely in NASCAR, with his first step being the Xfinity Series. On the other hand, he does have a lot to prove to Kyle Busch, who went on to move his truck fleet from Toyota to Chevrolet without announcing Nemechek as one of the drivers in the starting lineup. Apart from this, we are yet to see how the situation will unfold with Denny Hamlin. Obviously, the co-owner of 23XI Racing has at least one more year with the team, and we could see him and his sponsor FedEx being sacked by the team beyond 2023. While this is an outcome that would be bitter for the public, rest assured that Joe Gibbs would be on the receiving end of things, following a similar pattern he followed regarding Busch's future with the team. That is something that we need to pay a lot of attention to because Hamlin is probably one of the greatest drivers ever to never win a Cup Series championship, coming close in 2010. And he has invested 18 years with this team, entering his 19th season, so it's not like the team is getting rid of a rookie. What do you think about the ongoing changes in JGR? Let us know in the comments below.